You might be watching this video on an iPhone or Apple computer. From watching videos to sending text messages to streaming music, Apple products have created the means to explore the world from your fingertips. Steve Jobs, the co-creator of Apple, was a brilliant thinker whose innovations to technology have left a permanent imprint on the modern day. Starting out as a homeless college dropout, Jobs' incredible story shows the importance of creativity, belief, and hard work to turn impossible dreams into an inspiring reality. By combining his creativity with engineering and hardcore business, Apple Computer Incorporated slowly became the best-selling computer company ever conceived. The team-up of the century. Jobs had a knack for computer science since his days in high school, but struggled to find his purpose as he furthered his education. Jobs tried his hand at Reed College for 6 months in 1972, but certain that his experience would yield no answers to his life's purpose, he dropped out to save his family from harsh financial debt. Even while homeless and poor, Jobs was confident to face his future. Jobs reignited his passion for computer science at 20 years old, and in 1974, he took a job at Atari as a game designer before leaving on a short pilgrimage to India. After Jobs returned to California in autumn, he met up with a familiar face, now an ex-engineer for the Hewlett-Packard Company. High school friend Steve Wozniak carried a rejected logic board design that left Jobs intrigued. Wozniak had much more experience in engineering, but Jobs knew from his own practice that Wozniak's design could be put to good use. Once again united in 1976, the two were prepared to reboot their days of computer hijinks in the Jobs family garage. Up and running. After setting up shop, the two marketed the logic board as the Apple I and created a second board, the Apple II, catered to home computers. Jobs was certain that computers could soon be implemented into everyone's lives, and after some heavy convincing, Wozniak was on board too. Jumping on the idea further in 1975, Jobs paired with the Xerox Corporation's Palo Alto Research Center to learn more about an up-and-coming aspect of computers, a graphical user interface. Soon, Jobs and Wozniak focused on making a full-fledged computer, and in January of 1984, Jobs announced the release of the first ever Macintosh computer, or Mac for short. Unfortunately, sales for Apple products were slow for a long while. The company's advanced tech-equipped machines came with hefty price tags to match. Luckily, Jobs' confidence in his products and marketing savvy could be put to use to boost sales, and mastered the art of the anchoring effect, a marketing tactic in which customers are convinced they are receiving a good deal. If the price of a new product is high at first, then lowered on a whim, customers feel the need to cash in on the new deal, no matter if the product is still overpriced. Falling out, jumping in. Apple Computer Incorporated was founded by Jobs and Wozniak upon release of the Apple II in 1977, and although it marked a new age for technology, there were several kinks and disagreements in the business. As Jobs continually wanted to upgrade and sell newer models of the Macintosh, Apple wanted to take a new path, and Jobs was kicked from the company altogether. Luckily, Steve Jobs' previous experience with hardship taught him the importance of endurance. After forming two other companies, Next and Pixar, Jobs started working on processor technology, a crucial piece of improving computing speeds and efficiency. Apple saw opportunity in Jobs' Next Step processor and bought the company for $400 million before bringing him back on the team. First as an interim CEO, and finally as a full-fledged one. It just works. Steve Jobs' story teaches a lot about endurance. The key to his success was not incredible skill or a successful start. Instead, using the knowledge and resources around him, Jobs slowly created a tech empire making billions of dollars every year. At the time, the idea of home computers was absurd. Computers were very rudimentary at the time, and creating a model that could be used for more casual affairs seemed impossible. Despite the uphill battle he was facing, Jobs was confident in his prediction that the idea would take off, and after hard work and some stubbornness, the iMac, released in 1998, became the highest-selling computer of all time. Even today, customers are scrambling to buy the newest Apple product when it hits the shelves.